How good was it to get back out there on Sunday?
Yeah, it was a good feeling. It's been a long time, so just to get back on the pitch and get some minutes felt nice. Yeah.
The manager was saying that's good to just get out of the way. The kind of some players after a year out might have that kind of wee psychological thing. Was it just good to get get moving, get the ball at your feet?
Yeah, I mean I've not been too bad psychologically. I've been itching to get back out there really, but yeah, as you said, it was just good to get on the pitch and be with the lads and get a few touches of the ball and you get that feeling back of what it's like to be involved on a match day.
So you've been itching to get back. Are you just the type that just wants to accelerate the progress and being held back almost?
I wouldn't say held back. I'd say it's more like just the normal procedure of after being a year out, you need to be a bit cautious of rushing things and stuff like that. So I've been listening to the physios and stuff like that, and I've kind of bided my time and done the time in the gym and the rehab and stuff. So that was the perfect time to come off the bench with being 2-0 up and 10 minutes to go. So it's good to get out there.
When it happened, did you think at that time it was going to be a long-term one? Did you know straight away?
Oh yeah, I knew straight away. Yeah, just the feeling of it and the pain really. I knew as soon as it happened that I'd done something quite serious. I wasn't sure exactly what, but I knew it wasn't a normal feeling, that's for sure. So it's something that I had to accept. You have to, and when I found out the news, I knew it was going to be a long stint on the sideline. But the physios and everyone around me at the club's been fantastic, really. So I'm just grateful to be back.
You said you feel okay psychologically. You've been okay. Did you have to do anything to kind of keep your spirits up mentally during that time?
I think it was just step by step, reaching goals and stuff like that. Getting back. Walking properly, running on the pitch and stuff like that, just ticking off goals as they come. So that's kind of helped really with getting back out there psychologically, just to not think about it and stuff like that.
Now you have to pace yourself, I suppose, now that you're back. Is that something that's going to be a bit tougher for you?
No. Look, I'm aware that I've been out for a long time, so I'm not going to, start wanting to be thrown in at the deep end or start game after game after being out for a year. For me personally, it's getting minutes in the legs, and whether that be coming off the bench. If I'm not coming off the bench, then working hard in training to get up to that fitness and match fitness to be ready when the gaffer calls upon me. Yeah.
When you came on, how easy or difficult was it to sort of forget that the injury happened? In that sense that you could still go full-blooded into a challenge or do that extra sprint?
Yeah.
Is it still sort of up there?
No, not at all. For me personally, that's just how I am. If there's a tackle there, then I'll go into it. I've done the injury, I've done the rehab. I've been ticked off to play. So it's not in my head at all. I'm just that that kind of person that don't think about it and we'll just get on with it really. If there's anything that's going to happen, then it's out of my control really.
And what was the general emotion when you heard the crowd cheering and you finally did go back onto the pitch?
Yeah, it was a good feeling, to be honest, to get the reception that I did. Felt really good because when you've been out for that long period of time, you kind of forget that feeling of what it's like to be involved in a match day. So to get the reception I did was nice. Yeah.
You're coming in at a time when the league is so tight and it's so competitive. You must be relishing the prospect of what's to come. Yeah, definitely.
It's probably the tightest the league's been since I've moved up here, kind of 4 seasons ago. So excited to be back, and if I can help the team in any way possible, then I'll be there to do that.
When you're talking about the fact that having to get back on your feet and even start walking properly again, that moment of getting back out on the pitch must have felt just so far away at that point.
At that point, to be honest, that's not even in my head. As I said, those milestones and those boxes that need to be ticked off. From the getting back walking properly to being on the pitch, in your head it's just milestone, like ticking those boxes. So it's just step by step really. I mean, when I first done it, I didn't really think about playing football like soon enough really. It was more about getting back on my feet and stuff. So yeah.
Was there anything you did different during that period where you didn't have football? Did you pick up any maybe other hobbies that you didn't have previously to keep yourself ticking over?
Well, I usually would play golf, but I couldn't do that either. So no, it was, you know, a lot of time spent in the gym, a lot of time in like in on days where the lads would be off and stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of hours in the gym, and you know, going to places to get checkups, down to London to see specialists and stuff like that to make sure everything's going in order. So, you know, you're not got spare time on your hands just because you're injured. It's more flat out really. So yeah, a lot of time spent in the gym, but it pays off.
You're missing that action on the pitch, but also is it just like in and about the changing room, seeing the guys? Because I can imagine it can be quite a lonely time if you're in the physio room in the gym by yourself.
Yeah. You're
just missing out on what the rest of the guys are doing.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of get used to kind of a different schedule, would I say. You know, you're used to leaving the change room with the boys to go training, but you're going one direction, they're going the other. So at first that's kind of tough to take, but you know, you get used to it, as tough as it is. But you know, the lads have been great. As I said before, the lads, the physios, the staff, the manager, everyone's been fantastic with me, and yeah, just happy to be back now.
There's been a number of guys who have had sort of long-term injuries. Ed Robinson, probably the latest one, sort of an extent same as yours. How important have sort of those guys been for you, and sort of you for them in this period, and bouncing off each other?
Yeah, massive. Just you know, we've got a really good change room as it is, so there's no like outsiders, or if you're injured you're not involved. Everyone's, you know, involved day to day with the change room stuff. It's just that some lads go to the gym and some lads go to train, unfortunately. So you know, we'll be there for Zach like he was for me when I was injured. You know, it's a good group. So yeah.
Are you able to think maybe more clearly about like your longer term future and all those different types of things in football now that you have sort of got this sort of rehab and you're back on the pitch playing?
Nah. Nah. For me, it's just you know, I don't want to look too far ahead. There's nothing for me to look too far ahead for. For me, it's just the now, and getting back on the pitch and more minutes in the legs and starting to enjoy playing football again.
I think the club extended your contract whilst you were out injured. How important was that for your recovery?
Yeah, huge. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been no recovery. So yeah, the club have been fantastic with me, really. You know, getting injured and then, you know, showing that faith that I'll, you know, come back from the injury. With it being such a big injury, it's not everyone comes back from them. So yeah, for the club to, you know, show faith in me to come back, they've been brilliant.
Do you feel there's a sense to kind of repay them now that you can get back on the park?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way I started before I got injured last season, you know, if I can pick up from there and you know, just help the team in general, really, then that would be a good start.
Good luck.